Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today I am completely decluttering and reorganizing our entire kitchen. This is a massive project. This is a project of epic proportions. And you may be wondering, why on earth would you be doing this? Why would you take this on? Well, let me tell you, it wasn't by choice. In case you haven't been following along, we had a leak that originated from the dishwasher, caused extensive damage in the kitchen. We replaced our entire floors in the downstairs, and we had to replace all of the kitchen cabinets. So now our entire kitchen is just in boxes and it's just waiting to be organized. This is gonna take me all day, maybe several days. So we're just gonna keep it moving, get it going, and hopefully you guys will find this motivating, fun. Before we start the reorganization, let me just kind of show you the state of things right now. Everything is in boxes and not in any kind of systematic, organized way. Things were just dumped into boxes. They came in and told us that we had to empty the cabinets immediately, and we were not expecting or prepared for that day. So they actually had their guys just dump everything into boxes. So that was step one, removing everything into these boxes. Now step two, this took an entire weekend. I went through everything in the boxes and I just sorted out what I wanted to keep. When you are dealing with a clutter situation where you have so much stuff, it can sometimes be easier to just pick out what you want to keep. And again, this was a great opportunity to get rid of a lot of things that we were not using and were just taking up space. Now, what is left here are the things that we are keeping and reorganizing. All right, first thing I'm gonna reorganize is the pantry, because this was already fully organized before. So I just have to put everything back in here. I know I look huge. You don't need to ask things like, are you sure it's not twins? Are you sure it's not triplets? Are you due tomorrow? The answer to all of these is, who really knows? We're gonna start with one of my top 3 organizers in this entire kitchen, maybe even this entire house. And it is my supplement rack. So you can see here, they're all nice and tiered and stacked so I can grab my supplements at ease. I always get asked what supplements I take. I shared it in my Instagram stories under pregnancy highlight. Shoot. See, I keep dropping stuff and then like I can't bend over and pick it up. Let me get my grabber, hold on. Here we go. So I'm gonna put everything back into the pantry and then I'll give you a little tour of what we have going on. Up next, we have a very exciting project. We are going to tackle all of these upper drawers. I have a rule, folks, and that rule is that every drawer should be divided. And yes, I mean every, because if a drawer is just left open like this to its own devices, you know what's gonna happen? It's gonna be chaos in there. So you need to subdivide. And these are some of my favorite because they're cheap. They're effective, and you can kind of play a little game of Tetris and make them fit into any drawer that you have. So I just buy these in bulk. They're really affordable, and hopefully I should have enough. So let's go. Let's make it happen, folks. So I've shown this battery organizer many times before. It's one of my favorite organizers. But here's one of the reasons I really love this. Like, there are these random batteries I just found. I don't know if they're good or bad. So there's a battery tester. So you could put the battery in it and you can see it says good. So this is a good battery. I don't know why it was just hanging out, but she's still good. So we're gonna put it in here. And it's one of those little things in life when you need a battery and you have them all ready to go. It's just so convenient. All right, I did all of these drawers and now it's time for a little drawer tour, which is very hard to say. So I left room to grow. That is a huge tip, okay? Don't stuff your space, don't overfill. So this is just miscellaneous things, essential oils, hand sanitizers. So far in here, just have my battery organizer. I don't even know what's gonna go here. Only time will tell. Here we have different size Ziploc bags and Band-Aids. You would be shocked with a toddler how often we use these. This drawer here, we have our variety of openers of things. This is the official junk drawer. Some other miscellaneous items. Oh, my belly's in the shot. Next little kitchen organizer I picked up, these little stacking shelves. You can really use these anywhere in the pantry. You can use this to double stack your dishes or your mugs. I actually have one for my mugs already under the kitchen sink, so you could double your space there. I don't even know where I'm gonna put this yet. Stay tuned. Yes, I know, this is riveting. Where is she gonna put these stocking shelves? Hello, I am back. Yesterday I ran out of steam after a few hours, but today is a new day and I only have 2 boxes left and then the spices and baking supplies. Okay, this is the box I've been dreading because this is all very heavy stuff, but we're gonna get it all out, organize it under here. It's convenient to put it under the stove. All right, so here's what I have under here for the pots and pans. Pretty simple, we don't have a lot, but I really recommend every house has this pan rack just because it helps avoid chaos under here. I'm going to transfer my baking supplies into these containers, which I found for a really great deal. This entire set, I believe, was $30, somewhere around $30. And I got these special labels from Etsy. I'm waiting for them to come in. This entire video is being delayed until those come in. This is what I have so far. I put temporary labels on these just until the nice ones come in. And then the excess supplies I'm gonna store in the garage, and I can use these for Carter's arts and crafts and like kids project. My belly has become quite the little catcher as I do this. I got these clear glass containers also for a great price. So we're going to make our spices uniform. It's just one of those extra things. If you have the time, it will really make your kitchen shine. This set comes with spice labels, but these labels are boring. I'll be real with you, I've always been too lazy to do, but not today, folks. What? This funnel doesn't even work. Oh no. Oh no, now I'm making a mess. You might not have your entire life together, but if your spices are in matching jars with labels, that is something to be proud of. That is something no one can take from you. Hello guys, so it's about a week and a half later. I have been waiting on the final piece to complete this kitchen, and it is well worth it. These labels. So these labels are going to take our spices and our pantry items and baking supplies to the next level, because these are the nicest, most professional looking labels. I ordered these from Etsy. They're inexpensive, but they just take a little while to come in. I'm even more pregnant now. I'm 9 months, and no, again, not twins. So first up, I'm going to apply these to all of our spices, and then we're going to complete the kitchen. So for the spice drawer, I got these spice drawer liners. I've had these for a while. I love them. You just cut them to size, put them in the drawer, and then it'll prevent your spices from rolling all around. And now we have our beautiful spices we can just line up. Now in this drawer is one of my favorite organizers. It is an in-drawer knife block. So you don't have to take up any counter space with your knife block. It just fits right into the drawer. Put all of your knives in these little slots. And then on the side, we put our other kitchen utensils like spatulas, tongs, things like that. So I decided this cabinet here is going to be where I keep all of my baking supplies. And now everything looks so nice with these labeled on them. So we're just gonna stack them all here, because I have to say, during this quarantine, we're doing quite a lot of baking. So we're gonna start with this nook over here. Above is the wine rack, Down here we have our coffee machine and blender. And actually this is about to be switched out this week for a wine cooler. That's something that Ryan wanted. So I've shown this pantry a few times. This is a dollar store pantry organization, but I do have some updates to it. So these top bulk bins are from the dollar store, and these are things that we don't reach for as much. Then down here we have popcorn, oatmeal, and pasta. This shelf is basically the snack shelf. You can see here Ryan really likes these sweet sriracha broad beans, like 20 packets of that. My big pregnancy craving has been cereal, so those are just sitting over here. And then these containers I love for separating out Carter's snacks. These are his favorite little chocolate brownie bars. He has the fruit snacks. We need more snacks for him. You can see we're running low. Now down here, this is a can shelf, which I like to organize and stack the cans so you can kind of see what you have. And then all of my supplements and vitamins are on these shelves. Having them stacked like this just makes your life so much easier. And I also like to keep a little bin of chip clips for resealing snacks and things like that. So this is the main pantry. So in these cabinets right below it are the overflow items. And really what this is a place for Ryan to keep all of his popcorn. Then we have our breads and extra condiments over here. You can see the stack shelf. This is where I ended up putting it. Down here I have another one of those shelves, which we are using to stack Ryan's K-cups. I don't actually drink coffee right now. And yeah, any other bulk items, things that are coming from Costco that don't fit anywhere else. So these cabinets above the microwave is for Ryan's supplements and gym things. You can see he loves his protein powder. Okay, so this narrow cabinet next to the oven has the oven mitt, which I'm actually going to hang from a hook right here just to clear up the space. My green powder, Ovaltine. Carter gets this as a treat. Here we have our cooking oils, and up there we have our vinegars. Above the oven we just have some extra things. That's the turkey basting tray. This is amazing for your extra water bottles, and then these are extra baking trays here. Now this is a big change that I love. I put all of our kitchen appliances under the oven here, so they're all together. I know where to find them. This is massively decluttered. I mean, I think I got rid of like half because I just wasn't using them. So now anytime I need a kitchen appliance, they're all together hanging out here in this cabinet. Now you guys know how much I talk about these bamboo cutlery organizers. I love them. We have a whole bunch of compartments. They're sustainable. They fit everything I need. So in the next drawers where we keep all of our fun kitchen gadgets, the ones that we use the most are all hanging out in here. Really easy to see what we have. And again, that's in a bamboo drawer organizer. All of the cutting boards are stacked here. Again, this is something I like to keep in a drawer versus on the countertops just to keep it out of the way. Under here is nothing, and you know what? I love that. These don't all have to be stuffed and filled. Moving over to the kitchen island. Under here, these are our entertaining things. So this is a 5-in-1 platter, this faux marble platter. These are the nicer plates that we use for basically just Thanksgiving and Christmas. And then we have stuff here for the cheese platters that we'll put out. And then I have all of my baking supplies here. I'm running low on a couple things I need to refill. But this I like having by the island because it's easy for me to grab what I need. And Carter and I do a lot of baking these days in quarantine. Yeah, these are mostly empty now in the island. So under the kitchen sink now, we don't really have much space at all because we have this huge reverse osmosis water filter. So there's no space for anything anymore. And I keep a lot of stuff now, cleaning products and things like that, in the laundry room. We don't have anything special going on for our dishware and glassware up here, except I do like this little shelf. So I was able to stack up our mugs, and I recently just switched over to all glass mugs, and this set was such a good price. I will have to link it below. I love them. They're larger size. They're very well made. They haven't chipped or anything like that. This is our little fruit holder, which I like because it has the 2 tiers on it so you can hold more stuff. Looks very sleek and sculptural. And then above that, we just have our dishes. So that is the overview of our ultra organized kitchen. It feels so good to have this decluttered, reorganized. It's just nice knowing where to find everything that I need. The last thing we need in here are new bar stools. I'm actually gonna put the two that we're thinking about on the screen and you guys can vote which ones you think would look better here. And yeah, now everything has a place, everything has a home, it's nice and decluttered, and it just feels amazing.